All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this run of Supermarket Shriek. So you might wonder, what is this game? Well, it is a kart racing game, kart with a C. No, this is not a typo. You're going to understand why. So, why the Shriek part? Because of this. Yeah, you're going to hear that during the entirety of the run. So if you're subject to... Well, if you have issues with... how can I say it? If you have issues with things screaming, it is definitely going to be a doozy, so I'm warning you in advance. We are going to do the any %, which is finishing the game as fast as possible. We have to start from a fresh file. So this means we will have to do the entirety of the game as fast as possible. Normally 35 minutes should be fine. But yeah, we are going to start. So tech, get ready to begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Or let's shriek.
Yep. So we have, basically we are this guy and a goat bumps into us. And we are both in a shopping cart. And that's pretty much it. We're going to just be the two of us in a shopping cart for more than 30, well, maybe less than 30 minutes. It's going to depend on how well I play. It's going to be less than 35 minutes though. So, first race, it's pretty much the introduction, gives you an idea of how it's going to work. Basically, screaming on the left, let's use the goat. Screaming on the right, let's use the... No, screaming on the left, let's use the human. On the right, let's use the goat. And that's pretty much it, really. There's nothing much. Keep in mind that I'm using a little bit differently than playing on PC, for example. Because instead of using the trigger, instead of releasing the triggers at certain times, I have both triggers that are being held, and then I use the stick. So stick-assisted steering, as it's called, stick-assisted steering, to be able to make the turns a little bit more tightly. So here we're going to take this part here. Okay, good. Pretty tight beginning, that's why I was a little bit cautious.
I'm beginning to understand the shrieking.
Yeah. And here, we're going to take as tight as we possibly can. 1664. Ooh.
So can I ask a question?
Yes.
What kind of, setting is this? What kind of country are you in? Like, as in game?
So, you're going to have already a clue by this, but it's mostly based around the UK.
So that's how supermarkets around the UK look like. Okay.
It's mostly based around the UK. The devs are based in Belfast.
I see.
Okay, that works. Won't get the 4 stars, but that is fine as long as we get through it. There we go. Pretty slow start, but it is going to get harder as time goes on. So we have Piddle, it's just little with a P. And our objective is not to complete every single level. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stars, we'll get to it, for every single level that you complete. Thing is, you have to be a little bit cautious there, because there we go. Thing is, you need to have a certain amount of stars by the end of the level. $11.41, $12.41. Yeah, I'm gonna need one more there. There we go. There we go. So here we have to get 1,700 points. Basically, when you topple a bean tower, you get 100 points if you topple it entirely. You have to get 1,700 points for this level. That's why we do it like as fast as we possibly can here. Basically, it helps us in the long run, because it helps us skip certain levels at the end that might be a little bit more complicated. So keep in mind, we're mostly going to do every single level at the beginning, up to like World 3, and basically skip almost the entirety of World 4.
So why do you actually have to go to all these supermarkets?
So we can get stars. So the stars are going to grant us the ability to progress through the levels. As you can see, we already unlocked some of these. And we have these boss levels, for example, the Piddle here. And we have to just progress through the levels. We need a total of 56 stars by the end of the second to last level. And if you manage to get 56 stars, you unlock the second to last stage, which unlocks the last stage. Just completing the second to last stage grants us access to the last stage, so at least we don't have to have more than 56 stars. Okay, we're going to take this, there we go, a little bump.
The vocal cords of these two must be insanely trained.
They have vocal cords in steel, let me tell you.
Now I would like to see that as a darts announcer, you know.
Okay, offline warehouse. This level is already pretty complicated. I'm going to try and make it. Basically, you have a fast cycle that you can get if you're fast enough. If you manage to pull it first try, you gain a total of 20 seconds. So that's why I need to be as fast as I possibly can. Come on. No!
Oh.
Yeah, so if you want to know, basically, if you don't manage to get it, you have to wait 20 more seconds. So that's a pretty hefty loss if you don't manage to get it. Okay, good. Let me retry this. There we go.
Seems really tight.
Yeah, it's about half a second of leeway, I'd say. It's definitely a very hard skip, but if you do it, you actually manage to get 4 stars. There we go.
Wow.
This guy who you see baby raging on the bottom right is actually the level designer of the game, and the time that you have to beat to get the 4th star is actually the time set by the level designer himself. Okay, we're going to focus on this part right here. Taking the turn tight. Taking this turn tight. So this level we have to finish under, I think, 34 seconds, which is pretty easy to get. Or in 34 seconds, I can't remember which one. Nice! I think it's 34.9 if I recall correctly. But already already we have 2 dev stars, as we call them, or as I call them at the very least. We're going to focus because this part we have pretty tight window. No. Yeah, I would have been pushed into the water if I continued, so basically lose a cycle. This is fine.
I get that the water is bad, but I still wonder what those screams would sound like on the water.
Oh, and yeah, no, I'm not getting the 3 stars on this. Unfortunate. The 4 stars, sorry. Not getting the 4 stars, so this is fine. We already have 2 of them. We already have 2 of the 5 needed to skip one of the later stages. Release a little bit. Because this introduces the platforms that move depending on who screams. Can get really hard here, and there we go. The mics that you see on the side, as soon as we scream, they open up paths, block others. There we go.
So I got a little question again.
Mm-hmm.
If you're picking up those those sort of stopwatch / clocks,
Mm-hmm.
you're getting more time, but do you actually need it?
So if you're playing the canned carnage, which is the mode in which the clocks actually help us, you on the bottom right of the score, like the scoreboard, you see that you had like a plus like 170 something. You see that you had like a plus 170 something. This, every time you get a clock, I think you get like 20 or 30 more points. And that can help us basically finish even slightly earlier. Going to focus a little bit there, because this is a pretty tight window. There we go.
Wow. Well, we're gonna have to get the beans.
Yep. It's a pretty bad start, though. I think I can still save it. But I have to wait for the next cycle. This is fine. So, there we go. Bump into this. Then take the exit. Going to be pretty tight. Oh, it's going to be really tight here. I need to finish under 125, so this is going to be... This is going to cut it really close. Yeah, it's got pretty close. But we do get the 3 stars.
Nice. So was this one of the harder levels, or are you
not
expecting more?
exactly? I was expecting it to be a little bit easier, but it's fine. All right, this is the first level the first world where we're actually skipping stages. We're skipping the first one, Bean Factory. Then for the rest, we're just going to go as fast as we possibly can, and if we get a 4 stars, it's going to help us in the long run. There we go. And then these right here. Do I have a 3 stars? Might be doable. Okay, got the 4 stars. Nice. It was really tight though. I think I was probably 0.1 or 0.2 off, not getting the 4th star there. And yes, there. If you look at the top left, bottom left and bottom right of the screen during the levels, you actually have the meter to see how hard they're screaming. But in the hub world, it's in the top left and top right, like very tiny, some very tiny gauges, just to indicate how hard you're screaming. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious there. There we go. It's not a level I'm struggling on, but it's definitely a level that can trip me up, so... I've lost my fair share of runs on this level.
So how slippery is the cart? Like, how does it compare to, like, a typical racing game?
It's not that slippery, it's just that you have to be pretty... There we go. You have to control... It controls pretty well, not gonna lie. That's the thing. Okay, so here we're going to go there, activate the red button, which stops the conveyor belt.
You actually have to dodge the sushi.
Yeah, because it kills your speed when you run on it.
You don't want sushi on your wheels, I get it.
There we go. Here we're going to... There we go. Nice. And that is an easy 4-star. I think the 4-star time here is like 44 seconds. But that's by doing this stage normally. So 46. So we technically have 4 levels left. It's going to depend on how well I do on this stage at the very least. Bonk on here. Then run through this part. Yeah, when I started playing this game, I didn't really know the actual route for this, so this level was definitely a little bit complicated. Definitely won't get the 4 stars, but that's fine.
Definitely looks hard with all the obstacles.
Oh, that is bad. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're good. Okay, slam against this wall. Slam against this wall. The reason why I do this is mostly because it's going to be easier for me to manage the card after this. There we go. I wanted to... actually, my ear was itching, so... I want to brush it, but... There we go, and yeah, 131. Pretty reasonable. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to not do the stage I do usually. So we have 7 stars left. That's the thing. We have 3 stages and 7 stars left. So what I'm going to do is not going to take this level, Value Express. I'm going to Bean Factory instead. Or Bean Plant, to be fair. And what we're going to do is just take the beans and get out. Easy. So the reason why we do this is because we basically need only 1 star atop of the 6 we need to finish the game. So this is why we're going here. Nice, we managed to slip under, because this is a really tight timing. So here we have to pass through this kids section. Go through this. Move up. Get the gold plushie. And then jump. Take the cans of beans. Make sure not to get over the hot plates. There we go. There's 2, and it's 3. So here I'm going to focus a little bit because this part is definitely hard. That was very tight. Okay. Okay, good. Nice. We're going to slowly make our way back. There we go. And now we just drop there. And there we go.
So during that entire level, I was trying to not break your concentration, but my mouth was open the entire time because it looked so tight.
It's extremely tight, yeah. So, the bargain bunker. There we go. Just going to enter the level, please. Thank you. So here, you're going to see what items we have to collect. I will let you guess in which year this game was released, or at least this part of the levels was released.
Ooh. What? 2019.
So the rest of the game was released indeed in 2019, but this world specifically was for the re-release of the game on Switch and PC. On Switch and PC, because the game was Xbox exclusive normally.
Oh, I see. That's really nice of them to port the game.
And they ported the game on Switch and added another world, which was released in October 2020. So, actually pretty accurate.
Nice. Wow. I got it right, almost. Right enough.
There we go. This part is pretty tight. There we go. Take toilet paper, then drop down. And there we go. Pretty easy level, all things considered.
So we've been gathering these stars and we've been doing these levels, but what's the build up here? Because are we going to fight this evil supermarket boss?
No, we just need to exit all the supermarkets, and we have the second to last stage, because we unlocked this second to last stage with the 56 stars that we needed, which means we can finish the game. And these levels, like the last two levels, are definitely way harder than the rest. Yep, I'm going to reset.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to reset because I was pretty much blocked in there.
Yeah, it didn't look like you could get yourself out of that situation.
Yeah, because if you get a bonk on this, it's actually pretty hard to manage. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to take the milk, the chalky milk.
Can't be in Britain and not have chalky milk.
Oh yeah, that was too tight. I thought I had the timing, but no. So we're not going to bother for next try. Yeah, I tried it because I thought I had enough time to actually make it.
It seemed like a very tight and close call again.
Yeah. And again, it does not save that much time, so...
Also, these heat differences, I'm surprised the card is 5ing it.
It's actually a mechanic that if you overheat your card, it's going to pretty much explode. And so you have to pass in these cold rooms to actually make sure that There we go. Should actually make sure you're not exploding.
No, I don't think that would be a good thing. So I might be accidentally spoiling this, but I'm going to ask it. Are the man and the girl going to be best buddies after this?
Depends on the ending.
Oh, there's multiple endings?
Yeah, there's an ending that's specific to co-op. Because yes, this game has co-op mode.
I would imagine so. It really looks like you can have a fun time with a best friend.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 1. That is 2. That is 3. And that is 4. Nice. So we have all... There we go.
I'm glad that this game is preparing me for supermarkets in Great Britain. It's very kind of them. I didn't know that it was such a dangerous thing.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, so we are arriving on the very last stage. I'm going to let you have the intention, like, put your attention on the, like, if you see one of the buildings was called Drumfedauer when we were close to the... So yeah, this is pretty much the end of the run, and get ready for absolutely not. No, it's not time, don't worry. This is the very last level of the game. It's going to be the Gauntlet. It's a little bit more than 2 minutes long. Like, if you play correctly, it's about 2.5 minutes. But you need to play correctly, and that is the issue. So here we're going to get blasted by the... Oh god, that was close. Nice, then we pass through this. There we go. Okay. Now we wait for the right moment. There we go. There we go.
Very nice.
And there we go. We passed through the checkpoint. Because, yeah, most of the things here are voice activated. Yeah, we just destroyed the door, don't worry. Okay, so we have to wait for the next cycle. This is fine. Okay, here we're just going to roll over. This is fine, we have more than enough energy to tank. So here is a pretty hard part. If you want to take the like the complete shortcut, saves a boatload of time. Thing is, you have to be extremely precise.
Wow.
You know what? I'm gonna try it. YOLO. No. Oh, I was so close.
Ooh, too fast.
Yeah, it's a very hard. It's a very hard trick, and it saves like 40 seconds. But if you miss it, it basically costs you a minute.
Right.
Okay. It's fine. I wanted to try it for the good games at least, just to show that it's possible that you have to be extremely precise.
Oh yeah, no, you should go for it. There's no shame in trying and then
for the swag strats, especially since I'm definitely ahead of schedule. Like, this run is over in basically like a minute 30 tops. Oh god, those guys. Okay. So here the reason is because here we have a cold room, so it definitely helps us making sure we get this part. There we go, we have the checkpoint.
Thank God for checkpoints in this game. Oh wow.
Yeah. That was a little bit too... Stopped a little bit too late, sadly. It's fine. Oh my god. Okay, this is fine. Okay, we're going to stop there. Stop there. There we go. So we have the fish section. And then going back to the start. Alright, we are arriving at the end, so tech, get ready. And... time. Well, it was actually pretty nice. I think it was like a 29 something, very close to 30. It was 38, okay, yeah. I mean, I tried a few swag strats, so...
Yeah, you went for it. I really appreciate that. I mean, you want to show off how tight it is, because even if you're not getting the trick, then you know you show how difficult it is.
Yeah, and thank you, Argic, for the raid.
Wow, Argic. Damn. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to swear. Thank you so much for that raid. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But back to Ulvind. Thank you so much for this run.
Yeah.
Really, really, really fun game to see. Very silly, I would say. And thank you.
It's definitely silly, yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for educating me on the supermarkets in Britain. I didn't know that it was so deadly.
There's a lot of variety as well. There's a lot of variety they can kill you with.
Wow. You know, I'm starting to pity the British people. Is there anything you want to shout out?
So yeah, shoutouts to, well, the actual level designers of the game, so Paul Kelly and Mox Kelton. That actually I managed to meet. Well, not exactly. They started speedrunning the game for giggles, for the lulz. And we ended up talking and having a good time. So there are definitely some pretty good guys. And if you want to get the game, it is available for about 22 euros, so about 20 quid, on the Nintendo eShop and on Steam. So if you want to get it, it's about 20 bucks, and it's definitely a pretty nice game to run and to experience for yourself. Also on PC, if you want to play it on PC, there's a voice-activated mode. So if you have two microphones, you can actually scream, have two different people scream into each microphone and do the run this way. And I would love to see a run like this, because it would definitely be an experience.
Wow, you really need to train the vocal cords for that one. That's wow.
Especially the timing, at which to scream a little less in the microphone and to scream a little more. That is definitely more.
Reminds me of blowing into the mic on the Nintendo DS.
Yes, yeah, it's very close to it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you so much for showcasing this game.
Yeah.
Everyone that just tuned in, we're going to have more British stuff from British supermarkets. We're now going to the three British Musketeers. Nick is going to host, Argic is going to commentate, and then we have Huts. Huts playing Sonic Triple Trouble. So we're going over to intermission to set them up, and then we're going to be back for some good entertainment for you guys, so stay tuned.